In this video, we'll be looking at our tips and tricks section again, dealing with the hide and reveals. Here we'll be looking at fading in or out. Let's have a look at a few of the examples. Here I have a South African map. The students need to come up and click on the box or touch the box to reveal. So the boxes fade out and the provinces are revealed. Another example is measure the rectangle using your ruler, then check your answers. So the students will bring up their ruler. That should be 10.5 or 6. That should be 7. And then they click on the red dot, so 10.6 along, 7 down. Now we want to fade in. In this example, we're looking at the rays going through the prism and what happens to the rays once they've gone through. When we click on them, they appear, and you can see what's happened. So how do we do this? If we want to make things fade out, we need to have what we are going to reveal underneath that fading out already there. So we need to write it or put in text or put in our pictures first, then go get our object that we are going to cover it with, and then we need to go and select its properties. So there's two ways in which we can do this. Once we select the object, you can go to the drop down and click Properties. This will open up the Properties tab, or you could select the object and click on the Properties tab on the side. Now we're dealing with animation, so we'd click on Object Animation and it gives us a couple of options. There are a number of animations and we deal with this in our animation video, but for this hide and reveal example we'll be dealing with fade in and fade out, and in this example we're fading out. There's 3 different speeds, slow, normal or fast, and 2 different options, when it is clicked or when we come into the page. And we generally use when it's clicked because the students are the ones touching the boards. So when they come up, they click on that and it fades out. And we can use anything to fade out: an object, a shape, a picture, text, but you've got to remember, if it's transparent we'll see what's behind there. When it comes to fading in, we need to follow the same steps. We need to select what we want to fade in. We're not hiding anything or covering it, it's actually just going to appear. So we need to select that or have it already. We then go click on it, we go to the drop down and we can go to the properties again, or we can click on the properties tab on the side. Click on object animation, and this time we'll be using fading in. Again, it has the same speed when it is clicked or when it is entered. Clicked is generally what we want to do. With repeats, this doesn't really work with this activity because we're just wanting it to appear or fade out, so I just leave that as none. So now we go out of the page and then come back, and it will just be there faintly. When the students click on it, it will fade in. The key points to remember are: ensure whatever you are covering is inserted first or sent to the back. Remember, you can use anything to cover it so long as it's big enough and not transparent, and then we'll make it fade out and whatever you had there will appear. You either need to select the object and go to the properties, or go straight to the properties once you've selected the object, and then we can go and choose between the fading in and out. Thank you for watching this video, brought to you by the Technology Training Academy.